Welcome to this live video, or if you're anything like me, you're watching this about 10 hours after it's been filmed, so hello to you if you're not as live as the rest of these keen folk who I'll soon be speaking to in a minute. I just want to say a few things before we get started, and that is mostly just to give you a tour of the boat and show you the state of it now. If you've just joined, if you're just a new subscriber, basically I'm living on a boat in a marina while I get lots of work done, lots of little jobs done, and then in 2019, when the river calms down a bit, I'll be out there cranking it. So yes, let's just start with a little tour so I can show you a few, well, just what I'm dealing with right now. So, right, it's night time, so this is going to be a challenge, but I'm a man who enjoys a challenge. So we're going to try and show you some torches later on, some Olight torches I'm quite excited about. So obviously, if you want to do that, do it at night. So hi Indie Projects, hi Holly. So I'm just welcoming a few people into the chat, but I think if you're watching this back, you can see the chat just down below if you click on the description arrow. And all these comments, lovely to see these guys. I'll try and just whiz through this tour first. So right, my bed is actually on its side there, can you see? Now that is because at the other end of the boat, yeah, let's show you some lights. I've been doing some LED lights recently, and I'm quite proud of this. I did it myself. That's one of them. This is terrible, but this has really made me happy. That was a halogen bulb. These were both halogen bulbs, and now they're hi narrowboat girl. I just saw your comment there. And floating our boat, crank it crew members. Yeah, so there we are, LED lights in the boudoir. Okay, I got to admit something here. Also in my bedroom, there is a toilet tank, and that toilet tank is right here. And do you want to see what's underneath this cover? I think you'll be really surprised. So if we go down here, you see that I've been having issues here. This is where my waste goes into the tank, and there's a vent in the middle here, and then it goes out about the out this one here, I believe. I think. I really should know more, shouldn't I? But if I just turn around this way, it's covered in this, and for ages I was really getting a bit stewed up about it and thinking, what? It's all rusted here. You know, I have actually got I wish I could show you this, but I can't quite because it's a bit cramped around there. But there's a hole right in this middle vent, and yeah, so that is going to need some attention. But should we just see what is underneath this? Let's see the state of this tank. This boat is 1981, it's 37 years old. So could it be as old as the boat? Let's have a look. And has this thing been protecting it? Wow. Okay, that's brilliant. There's a little bit of rust from condensation there. Well, only a little sort of slight smear of it, but yeah, I think the only problem I've got to sort out is, well, that middle one. So I'll get my mate along. Shout out to Darren Slater if he's watching. He said he'd come round and have a little go on that. And I know he's been banging on at me to try and sort this out. So there we go. That's the toilet tank. It seems like that's pretty good. That's pretty good at the moment. I'm going to try and keep this quite quick. This only 20 minutes. This live stream, because we've all got better things to do, to be honest, haven't we? So, and also I'm feeling rough as houses because I don't know, I've got some kind of man flu. Not man flu, because that's obviously a serious illness, but let's just get my right, I'm going to show you this head torch now. This is my favourite ever gadget in the world at the moment. So basically this gadget here, sorry about your comments, I keep missing them, but hi Crazy Chris, thanks for joining again. Yeah, I'll try and get to them in a minute and we'll take some questions, but for now we're going to go outside and see how much painting I've done as well. And this will be tricky because it's where I am, it's 6 p.m. at night. We've just put the clocks forward, back, yeah, whatever, in England. So it is dark now, guys. So look, this is my head torch now, and I really like it. It's probably a bit dweeby, isn't it? But it's actually like this brand Olight. They make like basically tactical torches and things. So but also like for any use for like caving and all extreme use. So, and this is like about 85 quid, and I was sent this by the company. I couldn't believe it. Obviously, if you run a YouTube channel, you do get a lot of stuff offered to you, but usually it's not very good, and you have to turn a lot of stuff down just because it doesn't fit with what you're doing. But tonight we're going outside in the dark, so let's put the torch on. This is just the lowest setting, and let's go outside now and see a bit of the marina, and hopefully not blind you too much with the torch, because that's a great thing about having a torch on board a narrowboat. If you get any trouble, you can just whip it out and blind people in the face. And they just run off squealing. Right, I'm in the this is the, oh, there's a little spider there. Go on, bugger off. Yeah, so this is the engine room. Just going out the back doors here, and I'm not going to be too loud because people will probably get fed up with me. And, yeah, don't fall in, says Rob. Yeah, you're very right. Right, here we go. And let's see how much you guys can see. So you probably can't see anything at all, but let's have a look now. So we're just gonna, I wonder if you can see, let's just up the brightness. Oh, right, here we go. So one of the things I've been doing is to treat the rust, and you can see there's quite a bit there I've been trying to get rid of. But the rest of this side is pretty much done. I don't know if you can see the nice sheen from that. The top still needs attention. I'll show you that in a minute. And this is the oh crikey! This is actually very, very wobbly. This pontoon. I don't know how much you can see. Anyway, let's turn round here. And so on this side, I've got a lot of work to do. Let's just get you in there. So this is all around the windows. On this side, I've been starting to take back some of the paint, but I need to do a lot more. But I've discovered a neat new rust converter and primer that I'm going to try. Instead of this red oxide, I'm going to try something else, and that will just allow me to keep it safe over winter from any more rust happening, or rust occurring. Right, let's go back in this way. So we're in the bow of the boat now, and then back into the living quarters. Right, so that was torch number 1 tested. I don't know, what do you reckon? I mean, obviously I'm loving it. I can see everything, but I don't know if you'd be able to see too much with this camera because we're on the front camera. I'll show you in the mirror here. This is the iPhone 8 Plus, for those not already familiar with my channel that I'm using. And what people always say is like, what a massive case. And is this, I think I did this last time, but it's like, woo, look, it's infinity. It's some kind of Matrix, but in a weird, not cool way. Wow, that's trippy. Anyway, stop that. Stop doing that. You'll break the internet. Anyway, yes. So the next thing I was going to talk about is you guys. This is all about you. Well, I just need to sit down for a bit. Hang on. Yeah, I'll stand up where the light is. So yeah, any questions you've got, just ask away, and I'll try and pick them up as they go. Whew. I do love all the comments that come through. It's so hilarious sometimes. Rob says go down the pub. Oh, well, we won't go down the pub. It's too far away. But I'll show you my. Should we have a look at the beer? I've been drinking a lot less recently because I've not been happy, as I said, and obviously it's not good if you are a little bit down to drink excessively. But we do have the means to do that if we like. If we like. So I've had some help through my Patreon guys recently. They came down to. I need another torch for this actually. Luckily, I've got the new Olight. No, actually, this is the old version. This is a baton torch. Tiny little thing, absolutely tiny. Put it next to my. Oh, and I've just dropped it. That's how tough it is. This is my old torch, and that was quite a good present actually. Someone gave me. My friend Stefan gave it to me, and he sent this, and it's got a USB bit in the back. But anyway, let's have a look in the beer fridge. Yeah, winter is on the way. I've seen someone said winter's on the way. I'll show you what I've got in a minute that I'm burning, and a new thing that I've realised about that. So we've in here. This is the beer, and spirits and all kinds of things. There's Ribena in there. I mean, come on, guys. I'm not a complete alky. And I've got to show you my favourite beer. Right. I don't know how it's, right, here we go. Okay, so this here, I think you can only get it in. Is that coming out back to front on the? Oh dear. It's a Wiper and True, Bristol Brewery, and this is I think it's a pale ale. Yeah, light pale ale. Only 2.7%, guys. So you can have that and not get too hammered, or not have too much of a beer belly. But absolutely delicious, and it's one of those ones with it's unfiltered, unpasteurized. It's the beers that I like. So just you won't get a fruitier, nicer tasting beer at the moment. I think that's just a fantastic one. Well, we all like different stuff, don't we? So let's face it. Actually, yeah, that's good. Okay. Let's go and see what I've got on my fire here. And I'll show you a bit more of that torch in a minute because I've got something else to tell you about that one. Oh, blimey, Brian. I've just seen Brian's put some money through on the super chat. Thank you so much, sir. That's amazing. Ow. Right, that just burnt my hand there, Brian. Thank you very much for that. It just completely distracted me. But there we are. In here, I'll just burn some coal. I got quite a cheap deal on the coal at the moment, about £7 a bag for 25 kilos, which is pretty damn cheap. But the other day I had a thought, and I was like, isn't it weird that we are, yeah, it's very common on narrowboats to burn coal, but we're basically burning something that's about 300 million years old, and that, yeah, I thought about it the other day, I thought, bloody hell, you know. And they say it's only going to be around for another 100 or so years, so who knows what narrowboating will be like then, eh? That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? So I've got some wood out the front there as well, but I'll need the I need the torch to show you that. So yeah, this torch is, I'll just quickly say, it's one that's on a special deal. So if you go in the description, if you need a torch and if you need one that's tiny and when you want to carry away, then this is the one really, because it's just so neat and powerful as well, and rechargeable. And also, if you've got any, that's my wood by the way. And if you have anyone who's coming to attack you outside your boat, you just do that, which is, yeah, I don't want that too long in case anyone suffer from epilepsy. But yeah, there we go. So yeah, in the description below there's a few deals, especially on the head torch. You know, check them out if you want one. I mean, yeah, I'm not the best salesman, but I do like these products, so I don't mind giving the guys a shout out. And also Erin, who's the lady that works for the company, who does a similar job that I do with gardening companies actually. So Erin, if you're watching, thanks for all the gear. Really, really appreciate it. So Steve Cooney, hi Steve. He says, how's it going, Robbie? Well, It's going all right. Liam the Terrible, thanks so much, sir. Hope you're all right in was it Sheffield area? You got your boat there. Doing all right at the moment. In the vast update video I had, it's quite tough because I was trying to show you how I was really feeling at that time. I wanted to do it very honestly and without any sort of ego or anything like that. I tried to just show exactly how I was feeling in that moment, and I know a lot of you, a lot of you got a bit upset about it. I just, I think, just weren't used to seeing me. I was basically exhausted from, basically if you don't understand what I was going through, lots of you do, you were very understanding, that was what I needed. But just look up depression on the internet or on YouTube and you'll understand it, but a bit better hopefully. But yeah, just I think I've got my lists. I'll show you my lists here. They've been helping. I don't know how. Oh, we've got about 4 or 5 minutes to go. These are my lists at the moment. Do I need that on? No, not really. Don't really need that on, do I? But I've got them all neatly arranged. It's just getting through them, isn't it? So. But if I seem a little bit tired right now, I am. But I've been trying to get up at 5 a.m. every morning, which is something I've seen on. So I don't know if anyone else watches Casey Neistat or anyone like that. It's just he did something with a marine guy the other day, and he was saying how it's good to get up really early in the morning because you can get stuff done, and then and get through the day. But now I'm just sort of crashing a bit. So I need to get to bed earlier, perhaps. I don't know, but someone said, I bet you have loads of spiders in there with you. Well, I don't actually, but I always keep on top of that. Mike says he saw that Casey Neistat video. Nice one, Mike. Thanks, Liam. There's people like Liam who I think really understand that I'm not just moaning about, because I know, I understand, I'm living this life bit by bit, Brian. Yeah, that's right. So I think a lot of people like me, they sort of let things get on top of them, and it's also like a chemical thing. It's not like, I went to see a doctor once and he said a classic thing. He said, so I don't know why you're feeling anxiety and all that, it's like, it's a lovely day outside, why don't you get out there? And I had to explain to him, I was like, how do you think I got here? I spent half an hour walking to get there, and I still didn't feel better. It's not like that. You can't just chin up and you're happy again. I get down. Everyone gets down. I just thought I'd show that in a video, but perhaps I won't do that next time. But the whole thing is about YouTube, I think, it's just make YouTube videos when you want to do them. Don't sort of get into too much of a pressure. It's a bit like tonight. I had to do this vlog at 6 p.m. So, I did feel a bit of pressure, but it can be good because I use that pressure to have a bit of a tidy up. Obviously not to wash it up. I mean, I don't care about that. John, nice to hear from you, John. It just says, thank you for your openness and honesty. It's great to see you have so many people who love and care about you. And that is absolutely true, John. I really wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone who's commented on the previous video. I know there's a lot of people said, your boat's a mess, sort it out and all that sort of stuff. I don't listen to them. I only listen to the people that matter, and that's you guys. So and I really appreciate the support I've got. I'm very, very lucky in that respect. But cold water swimming. Joshua says cold water swimming is amazing. I often have like cold showers. I have a warm shower for a bit and then I finish on a cold shower. But that's a good one. Forget the insulation. Get your circulation going. But yeah. Well, unfortunately it's 20 past now. So I'm going to leave it there. I'll do another live stream when I'm feeling better, perhaps, and I think definitely do one when we've sorted out the whole more painting or any other excuse that I find. Once again, with the torches, if you want to get yourself a neat little torch like this, they're pretty damn good. So go down to the description below and you'll get a flash sale for tomorrow between 1 and 3 p.m. and then the head torch. They've kindly given me like an extra 10% code just for you lot. So and that's because this is something you'll see on a few other videos. You'll see people doing these torches. So yeah. All right. Oh, Paul. Right. So I've got to say, Paul Barlow just commented there. He's a recent Crank It Crew member, and he's also. So in a few weeks' time, I've got this to look forward to. Always have something to look forward to. That's a great way to keep yourself happy, isn't it? So I'm going off to North Yorkshire. He said. So Paul got in touch via YouTube. He says I've got a holiday cottage in North Yorkshire, like right on the next to the moors, which I've never been before. And he said, yeah, you can have that for a couple of weeks if you like. I was like, well, you know, I bit his hand off because everyone knows that I love Yorkshire. So yeah, and I get to explore a bit of that, and I will take you with me. But anyway, that's it for now. I just want to say goodbye to everyone. Thanks for watching, and thanks so much for all your lovely comments recently. You're all amazing. Baguettes. I've got to try and work out how to turn this thing off. Okay. Oh, Fred Fish, you're late. I'm sorry. All right, bye everyone. Bye.